Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Real Sports Updates here. Back again with another video. So Baker Mayfield wants out of Cleveland. He just put a trade request in. And I'm not sure if this was today. I think this is more, the request happened more when, more around the time when he posted that long message on Instagram saying, pretty much saying bye to the city and thank you to the fans and whatnot. Now he requested a trade. The Browns have said that they are not going to trade him. They're not going to accommodate his trade request, which is, in my opinion, is the wrong thing to do. The Browns are going to back themselves into a corner where they're going to end up trading Baker Mayfield for pennies on the dollar. When a guy like Baker says he wants a trade, you got to trade him. Baker Mayfield has the capability of tearing the entire locker room up, so to speak, and figuratively. I'm not talking literally, but his personality is very explosive, and he can make things very, very uneasy for the rest of the team. Right? The locker room could be in shambles by the time that the Browns trade him, and he might not, his value might plummet by then. Who knows? So when you got a guy like that who's unhappy, you need to go ahead and let him go. And at this point right now, I don't think the relationship is salvageable because the Browns were basically they pretty much put it out there that they were in the running for Deshaun Watson, and they were hoping that he would consider coming to Cleveland to play for the Browns. Now, there was a report out, I believe I seen it yesterday. Chris Mortensen reported saying that the Browns said that they want an adult at the quarterback position. So they pretty much made it personal with Baker. And he's a guy, he does not take that type of stuff well. He doesn't respond well to little digs and stuff like that. He's a guy who will fire back. He will, like I said, just make things very uncomfortable. So when a report comes out like that saying that the Browns want to deal with an adult at the quarterback position, as soon as that hits the airwaves and as soon as everybody's talking about that, you need to have a plan to get Baker out of town at this point. And Deshaun Watson doesn't look like he's going to end up going to the Browns. He let them know that, I believe, early this morning. So now the plan should be to move on. And they should have their sights set on Jimmy Garoppolo. He should be the #1 target for the Browns as far as quarterback goes, right? Because he's played in the Super Bowl. He's won playoff games. He's got experience, and his personality is polar opposite of Baker. Baker's always on edge, and he's always has a chip on his shoulder, and Jimmy Garoppolo is just, cool, calm, and surfer guy, personality, and he gets along with everybody. So the Browns should have had a plan when that report came out. And Chris Mortensen's been in the game for a really long time, so he's not reporting trash. He's not reporting things that are not true, and he's not reporting things that haven't been told to him personally. Like, he's not, gonna go off somebody else's word. This is not secondhand, third-hand stuff. Like, these things have been told to him personally, so he's gonna report that. So I do believe that this came from the Cleveland front office, and they don't believe that Baker is an adult. They believe that he is immature, which he is shown to be immature. But you would have to expect, if you're in the Cleveland front office and this type of story comes out, you would have to expect that Baker Mayfield is going to request a trade, and he's going to request to either be traded or be released or whatever. He's going to, you should expect that he's going to not want, he's not going to want to be there anymore. So you should make sure you do your due diligence before something like that comes out. You should have a plan to get rid of him before any of that comes out. And the fact that the Browns said that they are not going to accommodate his trade request, and they're still going to have this guy who, they basically called a kid um, and they, in not so many words, you're a little kid, pretty much. They're gonna have this guy in their locker room, in their quarterback room. This has the potential to be extremely explosive, extremely toxic. This has, this is not good. If you're a Browns fan, you should be worried. Um, you know, Especially because you're not getting Deshaun Watson. At this point in time, you're not getting one of the premium quarterbacks in the league to replace Baker Mayfield. And I think that was the, I don't want to say it was the expectation, but it was the hope, for Cleveland to maybe land one of these really good quarterbacks. But it's not reality. So now you're looking at Jimmy Garoppolo, you know, which I think would be a slight upgrade over Baker Mayfield, a healthy Baker Mayfield. But it's really not worth all the drama that's going on right now. And like I said, man, Baker can make this uncomfortable for everybody. And if he's not traded, I have the feeling that he will, because you cannot, you just cannot make it personal with the type of guy that Baker is. As far as his personality goes, you cannot make it personal, because he's going to try to do everything in his power to take everybody down with him on the way out. You know, we seen the way that he acted, in college, even when he came into the NFL. His I think it was his rookie season where Hugh Jackson got fired. Was it like 3/4 of the way through the season? And so he ended up going to coach on the Bengals staff. And Baker Mayfield, he showed him up during the game, like threw the ball at him and stuff. And then he went to the podium and talked about how he was a traitor, because he was just trying to get us to play for him. Now he's coaching the other team, and it's Baker Mayfield is a shit stirrer, pretty much. So if you make things personal with him, expect shit to be stirred around. And the Browns are going to find that out the hard way. I don't know if they're going to try to sit down with him and maybe try to hammer some of this out or whatever, but just get him out of the building. Just get him out of the building. The Colts are in desperate need of a quarterback. And a healthy Baker Mayfield with the Colts would work out. I think it would work out. The Colts have everything they need to succeed. They're just a quarterback who does not turn the ball over away from, being in the playoffs and having some success, maybe winning a game or two. So the Browns just need to take care of this right away. The longer that they delay this, the uglier it's going to get. And I expect to hear a lot more news coming from the Baker's camp and the Browns camp. It's just going to go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and it's going to be it's going to reach a boiling point. And when it does reach a boiling point, you might see some guy, you might see Baker acting out. You might see some of the Cleveland Browns guys. They might get involved and all this. Like, it's just, it could be bad. It could be very, very bad. So, and he's cheap right now too. Baker's cheap. They picked up his 5th-year option for like $18 million. So that's not breaking the bank, especially what quarterbacks make now. So his deal is very, very, it's very palatable for any team that wants to trade for him. And he knows that he has not been consistent, so he knows that, it would basically be like a 1-year tryout, and then, he can get into negotiations with the new team. But it's going to start with actually getting him out of the building, and I think the Browns need to do that right now. But this is going to be a very interesting situation. I expect to make more content about this, because I'm a little shocked that the Browns are not taking not taking action and getting him out of town, especially after he says that he wants to get out of town now. So but it is what it is, right? The Browns are going to, and this is why the Browns are the organization that they have been. They do stuff like this. Like, it's not, and not that I'm on Baker's side or anything, but you can't get personal with a player and expect everything to be hunky dory when the season comes around. He's gonna have a chip on his shoulder, which he already does. He walks around with a chip on his shoulder every single day. And now you're getting personal with him, and you're pretty much calling him out. it's going to get ugly. So, you know, if you work in the Browns front office, be prepared for a fight until you trade him. And you know, hopefully there's, you know, hopefully he stays calm enough to where his trade value doesn't, you know, just completely plummet. But yeah, the Browns need to take care of business, man. Stop messing around. Stop giving this guy a chance to wreck the team. But you know, only time will tell now. So it's going to be a very interesting, very interesting situation going forward. And I'm going to keep reporting on this until Baker's traded somewhere. So we'll see what happens. But that's all I got for this video, guys. Give me don't forget to give me a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment. Let me know what you think the Browns should do with Baker Mayfield. Keep him, trade him, cut him, whatever, play him. This is an interesting situation. So, you know, can't wait to talk about it more. But that's all I got for this video. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Later.